great mix of folks in attendance today. We see some vacationers, some locals, all gathering together here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Today, half of the AFC East ready to square off between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Andres Borregales ready to get us started. And here we go from Miami. Washington now to return. Showing a little burst so far. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Unfortunately, those injuries returned last season. Katie played his fewest games since his rookie season 11. It was pretty obvious, too. Those Dolphins, 6-5 with him, 2-4 without him. He's a difference maker.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Tagovailoa. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
It may have started off so small, but then he squirmed right through that initial traffic to find a lot more space to gash him. As far as shuffle passes go, Kate, the results don't get too much better than that.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again, here's Tua. Here's a screen for Achane. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
They steal the frequency on those opposing headsets. Somebody reading lips or steal a signal from the opposing sideline, Kate, because somehow this defense knew what was coming. They broke on that screen. It was incredible. What a stop.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here's Tua again. He lofts it deep left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Thrown to double coverage, odds are against you.
Punt team out now, and it's the former Patriots All-Pro Jake Bailey on the kick. And that hit right at the 10. Somehow, though, got a wicked bounce and makes it into the end zone for a touchback. So now it's the Patriots' turn to head out for the first time on offense. They'll be led out by last year's 3rd overall pick. He started 12 games last year as a rookie. That's Drake May.
It really took no time at all for May to prove, well, he's a franchise quarterback and worthy of that top 5 pick. Got his first start in early October, and all he did was throw for over 2,200 yards and 15 touchdowns. And don't forget about those 400 yards on the ground. He's an athlete, too.
May will throw to get us started here. Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
2nd and 3 now. Now it's a bootleg for him. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
May now to throw on 3rd. That's caught for the first. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down, May. Complete to Diggs out left. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 32. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. And not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
May now on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And May's going to have the first down as he slides to a halt.
First down, Patriots.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Working inside the red zone. Finds his man. It's Demario Douglas. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
1st and goal, Stevenson. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Here's May. Running a screen for Stevenson. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown! Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Borregales on to send it away. D. Eskridge to return it. This makes it up to the 25. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers out to determine how severe this may be. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Tua now from the gun. Going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they retain possession, so that's a positive, but that's the end of it, Brock. They've lost yardage on that fumble. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here, and this is 2nd and long. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Finds his back, Achane. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. Looking to return from the 29. That's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Patriots offense headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. Short pass brought in. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Here's May to the air. You'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun handed off to Gibson. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Operating from the gun. Here's May. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Now May on 3rd and long. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. Opening carry for Devon Achane. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Tua off the play fake. Getting out to his left. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. Rolling left, buying some time. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Tight end going in motion here. 2nd down carry for Achane. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Stays in the pocket. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Slot receiver headed left. Achane, a 1st down carry. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. 7-0 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. He's running for it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this is from 47. The kick by Patterson is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Antonio Gibson now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Patriots running their offense out there. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 29. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a New England 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Off the play action, May. Catches May down the right sideline. And he's taken down at the 30. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
The give inside to Stevenson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 11. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Trying to sneak May. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Stevenson. He'll get forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Gibson here from the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Made out a throw on third. Henry on the catch. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots now lead by 10. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots drive their lead to 11.
Dolphins 3.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Eskridge on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They've got first down from the 31. Tua looking to throw. Waller with the catch. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. They send Hill right. Tagovailoa on first down. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, here's Tua. Completed over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Now it's a bootleg for him. Gets this one to Waller. And this one does not go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Going on third, Tagovailoa. This finds its target, that's Hill. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Here's A-Chain running right. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins make it a one-score game in the first half. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
May now on 3rd down. Misfire there, couldn't connect. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
He's got this at the 27. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Miami offense headed out there now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll start the drive with Achane. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
All right, here we go. Second down. Tagovailoa off the play fake. He's got a man left. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. It's the Dolphins, needing 8 on third down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Jake Bailey on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. First down, May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. May on 1st and 10. That's taken in by Henry. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. May now. Setting up the screen here for Gibson. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. To the air yet again, May. He shovels this one forward. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
That one's complete over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 3 now. Here's May again. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Final throw before the break. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Juke the defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Going play action, May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
A give on 3rd to Gibson. And he hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Patriots have their punting unit out. Bryce Behringer, the one to send it away. When he can't evade the coverage team for much, they stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Tua off the play fake. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They run the counter to Achane. He scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. chain again. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Now Tagovailoa to throw. Here's a screen for Achane. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Handoff running left, Achane. Takes out a one-stop, and he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
They motion Waddle over left. Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Going play action, Tagovailoa. Finds his back, Achane. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Trying to run it in, Achane. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly, they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. The throw is caught. And in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins start the 2nd half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins make it 17-all. All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Gibson. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The New England offense running out now. And it's an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. play. It's Henderson. Escapes a defender. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Phillips on the tackle. A gain of 12. First down, New England.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
This is Henderson on second down. Across midfield at the 45. Inside the 25. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
On first down, it's Gibson. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, right? That entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, man, you appreciate great safety play like that.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Catch is made in close. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a third-quarter lead. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Now Borregales on to send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Tua now from the gun. And just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Achane. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a gain of 12 there, and it'll be first down, Miami.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. First down, and they go right back to him. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
That counter could never get started. Good chance someone on that line telegraphed that play because the defense was all over it. Fortunate just to make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's running with it. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins can tie it up after hitting Payton in the third. Devon A-Chain with the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins tie this game up. As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. This return starts at the 5. Jukes one defender. The Patriots and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Here's made in the air. Short throw, tipped. Oh, but he still got it. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, that short pass gets tipped, and you then don't have much time to react to the catch. But he brings it in anyway to save the completion.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Henderson here from the gun. Still motoring past the 30. And he gets this up to the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a New England first down.
19 yards. First down, Patriots.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Sticking with Henderson. No one around. He's got space. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Made a throw it. Dump off caught by his back. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's been a high-scoring game so far, but we're still tied 24-all to begin the final frame. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To the air on first down, May. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Trying an inside give to Henderson. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. Throw left side cut by Douglas. And he gets this forward to the 19.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. You call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's May. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal. May now from the gun. Has it in close. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. But when you get an opportunity in the red zone on 3rd down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance. Because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal.
So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. This from 28 yards away. Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Washington now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Miami set to take over once again on offense.
At their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Hits his running back. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Running with A-Chain out of the gun. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Tagovailoa off the play fake. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Running it after the penalty. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's another Dolphins first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he only gets this one down to the 9. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
This defense may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he could break it up the sideline.
Slot man motioned over. They go play action with Tagovailoa. Caught by Washington, left side. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins take a fourth quarter lead. So So that brought an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He gets it underneath. Stevenson. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
Stevenson. A 28-yard gain. First down, New England.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On the toss, it's Stevenson. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time in talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, by that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throwing is May. Dumped off to his running back. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. They'll try it now with Stevenson. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 25-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
1st down, man. Finds him on the slant. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Now trying to run in with Stevenson. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone. Call it no gain that time, and they'll have 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Patriots needing 4 points. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Back to Stevenson. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Patriots have taken the lead late. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots push their lead to 3. Now Borregales on to send it away. Washington now to return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Man in motion here. He'll look to throw it. And he got there in time. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Here he is to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. But you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. To throw. Waddle makes the catch. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
To the line for a new set of downs, only a lone timeout at their disposal. Setting up to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for his back, Devon Achane there. And that'll bring up second down.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Sticking to the air, it's Stunga by Law. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. That is Marcus Jones. And the Patriots make the play that should win them this game.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
The Patriots offense all set to go. They run out still in possession of a 3-point lead thanks to the efforts of their defense, Brock, and now a chance to run out this clock.
And you do not want to put your defense back on the field in a tough position and needing another stand to end it. You take control of it. You make sure that defense is rested and celebrating, and hopefully you can pull out that victory formation.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.